He said, that's what you remember about your
My
grandpa?
grandpa, yeah.
What was his name?
Albert.
That's Papa Parker and Mama Parker.
Which guy? Oh, yeah.
Did you say lowest price?
That's the picture you said told him to send to you. That's him now. That's the way he looks. The way I remember him right here. Not the
Well,
one
he's dark right there.
That's the way he had to look.
You
That's the
want
way
to see
he
how
looked.
big Uncle Myron's hand is?
But he didn't look that way on that picture you showed me.
That was when he was
What's that?
young.
Uncle
He stayed out in the
Myron
sun.
And
Huh?
hand.
He stayed out in the sun.
Did he stay out in the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
where
happened
he
to it?
lived. He was a farmer.
Put it back on.
And he also, he helped build Highway 80.
He helped build it.
Highway 80.
oh,
That's when they had
the one
the-
we
they
seen
had-
at that hospital.
Do you remember? Well, you may have seen.
Like a solar.
They
He was huge.
back in those days they didn't have those caterpillars and
That's
all
when
that
it's
kind of
sick.
stuff. They did it with what they call a slip.
See that Bob took the picture?
You have about 6 mules
That's your hand.
pulling this thing, and they was kind of put it down and go down the ground and dig up all the dirt, and then they had to dump it.
Oh yeah, I don't know
And all
what
that
it is.
kind of
Those
stuff.
are. I've been looking for
You
them.
know,
You know who took them off.
if you can imagine.
That's a long
Took some
road.
Socks off his feet.
And
Sure did. I told him I wanted to make sure he said his socks before he
he
left
would
the
leave
hospital.
like I'd see my dad like on
the funeral home got him.
Saturday and Sunday. That was their day off.
I didn't tell you because I knew you gonna have a fit.
That's when I was a little boy, you know.
So you telling me somebody
How-
stole my uncle's socks off his feet?
Oh, you forgot to ask people at the funeral home.
But I asked them, and they didn't know what it was. That guy that was in the car yesterday, I asked him about it. He said they didn't know what happened.
You had to go back
Somebody
and
stole my uncle's socks off his feet.
They never did put them on his feet.
Maybe it was a
It was
blessing
on
to
his feet
him.
before he left that hospital though.
Oh, it were.
Maybe it was a blessing to him.
But now they got the nylon.
So,
socks
Uncle
on.
Bo,
I think I want to take a trip.
That's why I wanted to see
Yeah.
his feet.
so
And they opened up that casket. Oh, that body
They-
so bad.
he helped build 80. This is Albert.
Model 5, whatever. Oh,
How long did he live?
Papa,
Yeah.
You didn't tell
Yes,
me
sir.
I didn't
this?
tell you because I didn't go have fit.
when did Papa die?
66 or 64.
You ain't gonna tell me either.
Wait a
How
minute.
many people knew he didn't have his socks on?
That's few.
So
Nobody but me.
he died in 66?
Nobody knew.
Esther, I don't know, baby. I don't know.
66 or 64. One of them died.
Did you know
Mama
him?
died in what? 66 or 64. Mama died in 1 year.
It had to be 66.
How old was
Because
he?
I came out of service. So
So
it had to be 66.
How
54.
how old was he?
Older
Esther,
than me? I don't know.
you got it in your paper.
I don't know.
You should know them today.
Why should I? Oh.
Daddy. I know how old my daddy was, and I know how when my daddy was born. You
I
didn't
just know when he died. When he out.
You
I
got it
know
written
when my daddy
down.
passed.
I thought I got it written down, but it's not
It's,
written
it's,
yet.
it's in your mother's book
Then he go
somewhere.
ask everybody else.
No, yeah, because I don't
He
know.
don't know.
All I
He don't
remember
know
is when he
his
died
sister-
was Christmas Eve.
I,
When
you
he
know,
was born, when he died, he don't know none of this.
I got out of service and
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
well, yeah, well, I won't
They
tell
ain't got
it.
nothing to do with
I
it.
got out of service at 57,
Okay.
and I used to haul him around, like because he was making rounds, like in the 60s,
You should check it out when you
and
after she left.
Yeah, I did.
like he would travel from Hawkins to Dallas, from Dallas to Houston, from Houston to maybe back to Dallas.
Make me feel like I'm cold now.
Huh?
Make
He
me
was
feel
staying
like
with your
I'm cold
grand. I
now.
mean,
You
well,
watch it.
he was staying with your grandmother, and then your grandfather Eldred, somewhere or another, got the old house, that old ragged house, and pulled it down on the place. So my dad started. I guess he was staying in there because I never see him. I just saw the house.
He was staying there with Timber, but he would come over our house most of the time. He It'd be a warehouse. Yeah, you
So,
come in temporary.
well, then you should
I
see.
don't
She knows.
remember that, all of that. I don't remember no dates now.
The house
anyway,
belonged
I don't know
to
what happens.
the house belonged to Papa Parker, your
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, it was his house. Dad got it put it down.
And then my grandfather got the house.
No, they probably tore it down. It was.
I don't know what happened to that house. What happened to that house? I don't know.
Do you know anything about the old sawmills?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that.
Well,
I don't even know nothing about that. She gonna know
back in the years, they used to go in the country and they would take the cut down the trees, which made logs, and they take it and put it on this thing like they still do, but they don't think it was lots different, and share it to the thing, and it made the lumber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it wasn't. The thing was, it wasn't sent to no place where that lumber could be smoothed out and all that kind of stuff. That wasn't happening. It would just go and they would split that log up and and take that timber and kaboom, make a house. That's what our house was made of. It was old ragged. Did you ever see you never saw our raggedy house?
All I saw was the shotgun
Oh
house.
yeah, there it is right there. That picture is Papa Parker. It got cold.
All I saw was a
Yeah,
shotgun.
that old ragged house there, if you can see it. And you see that raggedy, you can kind of mess around the rest of the look.
I should have got that part right there. I should have got that part right there. I should have got that part right there.
Yeah, that's really kind of it. That's what I ran
Oh,
away.
this
That's
is
what
James
I
Kid.
look at. That's what I ran away from.
James Big Susan.
I'm getting uncle right now.
Oh, you taking it?
Yes.
Oh, you taping me?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
You telling me stories and history, so I'm trying to get it.
Well, that's it. That should tell you. That tell you.
What's
the
your
whole
favorite memory about your dad?
story. Riding in the wagon from up there in the woods down to Hawkins.
That couldn't have been sturdy.
Oh yeah, we rode in it and we would jump off the wagon and then we run to catch up and get back on the wagon. Then we jump off and that sand dirt split your toes. It cut up
We
your
leave
toes.
in the morning early about 7:30, 8 o'clock, going to Hawkins
Going to
downtown,
town.
and get back about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening.
So what you do in between that time?
That's a big one too.
Well, you had to spend the time, going down there. And then when you got there, you had to buy the groceries and all of that.
How long did it take to get there?
And sometimes he'd let me go to the picture show. If I went to the picture show, then that'd make it a little bit longer.
That was May 10th.
And I only had to go to the picture show. I had to be a good little boy there in that week.
That's what I think May 10th, 2020. May 10th,
And we would
2020.
eat dinner, we eat our dinner coming back in the wagon.
You have none of those?
We have
Well, you don't need none of those. Those are big.
cheese and bologna,
Real big on that.
summer sausage. Oh, we just be eating it up, with the RC code, cookies and them.
And this was on the trip to Hawkins. From where?
From the back corner of Falk.
I don't know what to call that area.
Oh, because you just said he got on the road.
Yeah.
It was a dirt road. It was a sandy road. Well, no road. It was a sandy road. But they hadn't paved it.
It still isn't paid. Yeah, well, yes it is. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
hard
paved.
top.
It should be paved
It's
now.
hard top
Yeah.
now. Blacktop.
Yeah. I know they didn't put it like the city road.
So you know what blacktop, right? See,
Tar?
after they would, that become like an oil country up there, and they would take the oil and mix it with the sand and all that kind of stuff, and it ended up in a blacktop, which everything was hard, because otherwise when we used to go You know, why the horses, they be pulling through the wagon through the sand. The sand was kind of deep some places, you know. So, in the creek, we had a log that crosses the creek. And the top of the log was a board, you know, to cross on top of that log. And that's how we had to cross the creek. The creek is where the lake is.
Wow.
Now. The creek is where the lake is now. Have you ever seen the lake?
I don't think so.
So you haven't even seen where we grew up at.
I've been down a long dirt road.
You've been down a long dirt road. Wow.
No, that's just not my mom. But that wasn't a dirt road. That's paved.
Didn't it look like it was paved to me?
Oh, wasn't dirt.
It had been all dirt, and like I said, until all wells came
It
in.
was sand.
Yeah, mostly sand.
Because they cut my toes a lot.
So when you went to the picture show when you were growing up, what you go see?
Roy Rogers and all the pictures back there with Roy Rogers. I don't know. Gene Autry, Tom Mix. That's good. But the weekdays, I walk behind the mule with the plow. You know, because we were farmers. We raised peas, corn, sweet potatoes. You name it, we grew it.
Oh my God. How long did that take?
We raised hogs and cows. Once a year we kill the hogs.
Hey, look at this one, hey, Helen. Look at this one. This is Bruce's granddaughter. It's a video.
It was a video.
Yeah, it's a video.
This is who?
I thought she wasn't going out there.